Rachel, owner and artist at Stella Rose Boutique here in Greeneville, Tennessee. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button for me and mash that notifications bell so you won't miss any of my upcoming videos. About 2 weeks ago, I started getting ready for an event that we had last weekend. It was a craft fair held by Gypsy Soul Market here in Greeneville, Tennessee, Miss Brandy Fan. It didn't do so well only because our weather was so horrible. We had one of those storms that came up through the East Coast, and we first had rain, then sleet, and then snow. 30-degree weather. Ugh. Only one day, and that was the day it decided to be such bad weather. Anyhow, she's doing another one in the fall, and I look forward to being part of that. So this weekend we have one at the Old Oak Tap Room here in Tusculum, downtown Tusculum. So come join us there for this one. And you'll see all the stuff that I made for this last show. You'll see it here at this one. I also have some of my vendors, Honeybee Creations, Mink Mosaics, and Gypsy Woman are all going to be coming with us. So come with me and let's see what I made for the shows. Let's go! Here I'm cutting a 2x8x8 and it's treated. I use these for my welcome signs. The reason why I use this is because it's going on your porch in all kinds of weather versus the 1x's that you find at most stores. That's all they use, and it's not treated and it's not meant to go on your porch, but that's where it goes and gets damaged. This can stay out in your weather, and I also double side them. Here I'm running it through my table router so it's got nice sides all the way around, and then I hit the sander with it so it was super smooth. After the corners were rounded and all the sides sanded, I decided to stain them, but I'm using an all-natural stain. It's our Dark and Decrepit by DIY, and I'm using Lisa Boone from Lisa Boone Designs method. She first sprays the wood down with water and then puts down the Dark and Decrepit, and I absolutely love this method. I will not use it any other way when staining wood. I love this. It went on perfectly even and smooth, and you do a couple of coats till you get it to the color you want. I then got out my JRV stencils and my JRV stencil brush and stenciled both sides. I seal these first with a mixture of half Big Top and half water so it doesn't smear when I'm brushing it, and then I put 2 coats of DIY's Big Top on to seal it in. Here are some of the picket ears that we had left over from last year for a fence panel, and I decided I'm going to try my hand at making some totes. Both Julie from Julie's Signs and Designs and Bree from Upcycled by Bree have done this, so I want to try. I got out my Titebond 2 glue, and then I used my brad nailer to secure all the joints. 2 of them I was able to make with the dog picket ears, and one of them I used some scrap wood left over from the shop that I'm in, and I used the spindles that I have from all sorts of different projects as the handles. And then I painted them all up and I distressed them back and they were ready to go. The next thing I decided to make were some flat square risers. I used some of the cabinet cupboard doors from that house that was torn down not too long ago and some spindles from one of the chairs I took apart as the little feet. I glued them all down with my Titebond glue, and then I used my brad nailer to secure them all in place. I then used an all-purpose Bondo and filled in all of the little crevices that were left from the nails going in because that dries super quick, and then I put a polyurethane on them so nothing would bleed. And here I am starting to paint this. This is DIY Apothecary. I then got out my JRV grain sack striped stencils and my grain sack mini stencils. Here I am measuring so that make sure that it is centered. And then I took out my JRV brush and I started stenciling it. And I've been using the swirl method lately and I've been having good success with it. I used to pounce, but I really like the swirl method. Here's a scrap piece of lumber that I've got, and I'm making some decor boards to take with me to the craft fair. I cut them all out, sand the sides, and then I dust them with a little bit of the Dark and Decrepit dust for the brown and with the white to give it an aged look. Here they are, all ready to go. And then I took apart a bed and I'm making some tall risers or chunky candlesticks. And once I cut them, I took them on the sander and I rounded the edges down and I cut out the platforms from some old scrap wood. And here you see me putting them all together with my Titebond glue and my round cutouts that I made. I stained them all with Dark and Decrepit and then sealed them with a polyurethane so they wouldn't bleed, so they'd have the darker color underneath. And I brought them all in and started painting them. Once they were all painted, I went back and I wet distressed them so that they could get sealed and be ready for the show. All of the paint and products used in today's video and the projects can be found online at stellaroseboutique.co or in my shop at 524 Justis Drive in Greeneville, Tennessee. We are going to be at the Old Oak Tap Room in Tusculum this upcoming weekend, April 23rd and 24th, and we'd love to have you come out and see us. So out of all the stuff that I made for these craft fairs, what's your favorite? I think mine is knowing that I was able to take a bed that was meant for the dump and repurpose it into beautiful home decor. I think the tall risers are my favorites out of everything. What's your favorite? Tell me in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. If you liked this video, please give me a big thumbs up and make sure you hit that subscribe button and mash that notifications bell so you won't miss any of my upcoming videos. And if you would, share this out with your friends and family. It helps to grow my channel. And as soon as we hit 750 subscribers, we're gonna have another giveaway, just like we did at 500, because I appreciate you all supporting my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Happy Easter. Bye.